Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Today is Thursday, December 23rd. I'm gonna go and set up the room real quick and we can get started. 6:20 right now, so the market is gonna open in about 10 minutes. So let me just get everything all set up and then we can get started with our analysis of US 30 for the day. Looks good. Looks good. December 3rd. All right, everything looks solid right there. Let me just link that down to you guys here in the premium. All right. Link sent out. Looks like we're good to go. All right, guys, morning. It's 6:21 right now. Market is opening in about 9 minutes. So we will be waiting for everyone to make their way into the room. Once we get started, we can analyze for our bias for today. Just a reminder, guys, today is the day before Christmas Eve. So tomorrow the market's closed. You might see some weird movements in the market. So you gotta want to be a bit careful today due to the unusual or possibly unusual movements in prices. A lot of people try to sell off for the weekend because it's gonna be a long weekend for the market. So I'll get a few more minutes for people to make their way in. Morning, Funmi. Morning, Maria. Morning, Peter. Morning, everyone. All right, cool. People are still making their way in right now. Morning, Fahad. Make sure it's muted. All right, looks good. All right, guys, it's 6:22 right now. We got about 8 minutes till market open. We get a few more minutes for people to make their way in. Once everyone's in the room, we can get started with our analysis. All right. Morning, Kenny. Morning, everyone. All right, let's take a look at the news for today. So looking at the news for today, we have quite a bit of news that came out this morning. You guys are probably gonna hear my dog in the background. Anyway, let's go outside. Let's see. You guys can probably see him in the camera. Let's see, really wants to go outside. Woke up too late. All right, buddy, come on, down. All right, so looking at the news this morning, we have, we had core durable goods orders in the morning and then durable good orders in the morning as well. Both were positive, including the core PCE index. The rest of the news for today is new home sales, revised UOM consumer sentiment, and revised UOM inflation expectations. And that's going to happen at 7. It's light news, but it can, can still affect the market one way. So other than that, the only main other thing to look out for is the fact that today's the last trading day of the week because tomorrow is Christmas Eve and the market is going to be closed for US 30. Looking over at CNBC, let me just refresh this real quick. Looks like all the indices are bullish right now. You can see right here, the Dow's up 90 points, S&P's up 12 points, NASDAQ's up 29 points, oil's up, and the 10-year bond is up as well. So with that said, it looks like market is likely to be bullish for today. Let's take a look at market sentiment, retail sentiment. Retail sentiment is currently 56% short. So that's going to give us even a better bias for a buy today. Looking over here at the charts, The 1 minute over here shows that price is a bit indecisive. You can see that it's the same situation as yesterday where prices was in between the pivots. The trend meter here is shifting from a sell bias to neutral. It's now bullish. Looking over at the 3 minute over here, we have a neutral bias as well. Price is right between the pivots. Looking at the 10 minute, same thing. So across the board over here, we don't really have a strong bias at all. It does look like it's going to swing to the upside. However, for right now, it's not really very strong. So we'll see what happens when the market opens in about 5 minutes. And we'll see where the fundamentals are going to point us towards. My guess is that it's going to be bullish. We're getting close to the end of the year. Today's December 23rd. We have about 7 days or so until the new year. So with that said, it's likely to be bullish as we generally close the year bullish. However, for today, price doesn't necessarily need to be bullish like the entire session, right? The thing is, like I mentioned, this is the last trading day of the week. So for US 30, so people might be selling off of their positions as we enter the weekend. So we'll see what happens shortly. Market is opening in about 4 minutes now. Looks like we're good. A few people are still making their way in. All right, we got about 4 minutes. Other than that, let me see if there's any other news that came out. I don't think there was really much that came out today. Let's see. All right. There's not really much news today. There's going to be some COVID news, guys, because I did see that like some countries are going to lockdown. I think like Canada are restricted like outdoor dining and stuff like that. And they're only essential people can go out and stuff. I'm not sure if that's like everywhere in Canada, but I did see some articles about Canada going back into like some sort of lockdown. I know the Netherlands are in lockdown until January. Surin let us know yesterday. So that might affect the market one way or another. Hey Slava, good to see you, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. Morning, everyone. Morning, Randy. Morning, Sisuk. All right, guys. So the market is going to open in about 3 minutes. When the market opens, we can take a look at the fundamentals to see where price is likely to go. I'm guessing price is going to be bullish today. Look at the futures data. It's currently at 87 points. It might not be bullish immediately, but it might be bullish right after the open. So what might happen is you might get a fake out to the bottom side, and then it'll swing right back up, and then towards the end of the session, it might swing right back down. So we'll see what happens there. I don't think it's necessarily going to stay down, but I think there's going to be some volatility to the downside as people sell off as we get closer to the end of the session. Just keep in mind that today's the last trading day of the week for US 30. Tomorrow's New Year's Christmas Eve. So the market will be closed for US 30 for most brokers. I'm not sure if all brokers, but majority of brokers, yes. Yeah, Slava said, yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm always watching you. Yeah, no, definitely. Happy holidays, bro. All right, so the market is opening in about 1 minute and 15 seconds. When the market opens, we can confirm the direction. And then from there, we can see if we can take the breakout. If not the breakout, then we'll look for any other entries after that. Hey, Maria. Merry Christmas as well. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys had a great trading year so far. I mean, this year has been pretty great for me and for the majority of the people here. It should be good for everyone as long as you guys were using proper risk the entire year and using proper lot sizes, because we've had a pretty phenomenal year with regard to our win percentage. All right, market is now going to open in about 40 seconds. When the market opens shortly, we'll see where price will be going. But do expect some erratic price movements. You'll probably see price spike up, spike down, spike up for a number of reasons, mostly because today's the last trading day of the week. So see what's going on over here. All right, market is opening in about 15 seconds. So my guess is price probably drop a little bit and swing back up. All right, the market is now going to open in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The market is now open. So let's see, price came down slightly, now it's swinging back up right here. Let's take a look at the fundamentals. I'm pretty sure fundamentals are bullish. And they are. They're up 105 points. Looking at the stock index right here, pretty much majority of the stocks are green. No surprise here. We already anticipated that to happen. So let's see what goes on, what's going on with the charts over here. So as you can see, big wick on the top side right here. Be very careful about entering trades on the open, because I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of fake out where price comes down and then it swings back up. So no entry off the breakout right here. In order for there to be an entry for a breakout, we need a strong green candle, meaning a green candle with little to no wick on the top side. So right here, there's a huge wick. So obviously this would not qualify as an entry for the breakout. So no entry off there. You can see it's a huge wick off that top side right there. All right, you can see price dropping right here, which is completely fine. This is exactly what we anticipated, right? I mentioned that price is probably going to drop and then swing back up eventually. You can see that the fundamentals are very strong for a bullish push. Not super strong, but it's 83 points in the green. So you can see right here that price is just ranging within this area. And there you go. Price came down. And here you go as it comes right back up. This is a very big candle though. So this might be for this breakout, I would wait a bit because it's probably going to pull back. So you can see right here, this is technically, it looks like it's going to be the breakout entry right here because it looks like a strong green candle. There just needs to be a small, little to no wick on the top side in comparison to the body of the candle. Right here, this wick might be a bit too big, but we'll see what happens shortly. But it played out exactly how I anticipated, right? Price came down and it swung right back up. Fundamentals are bullish, so. So there's a breakout right there, guys. I don't really recommend you guys take it right away because, generally what might happen is price might swing down and swing back up. So we'll follow it. I'm not in the position yet. I don't like when the candles are this big because it usually indicates, market is going to go for some sort of fake out possibly. We'll follow it to see where it goes. And I don't recommend anyone FOMO into the trade. We'll set an alert up there. So if price continues to break up higher and higher, then what I'm going to do is I'll probably catch the last move like I've been doing lately. But you can see right here, price came right back down slightly. All right, let's see what's going to go on right here. So what I'm going to do right here. Stop. Sorry, you didn't hear my dog digging in the background. She's digging. Let's go outside. You guys can hear him, right, Randy? Anyways, look, so price is coming right back down, right? This is exactly what we anticipated. This candle is too big. So we're anticipating to come back down. What I might do is I might enter it late as it swings back up. But currently right now, I'm not necessarily looking to enter this trade just yet. I'm going to be marking up the highs and lows here. So we do have a high right there. And then we have a low right here. I'll go to the clean chart over here as well. Wow, I kind of missed my entry right there. I was going to catch it and swung back up. It already swung up. So I'll be looking for another late entry if I can find one here, but I don't see one just yet. 630 right here. Opening price. Right over here. There's the high and there's a low. All right, so you can see price still pushing up right here. I was trying to catch it as it came back up. I missed my entry because it came down right here. It's a little too late to enter the trade. I don't recommend chasing it this far out. If price gets close to the TP over here, then I'll probably just enter for like the last little push over here. But I'm not going to enter just yet. So if price breaks this point right here, then I'll probably enter for a quick little buy, just a quick one. No, not yet. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for it. Already hit my TP. And I hit too early. I only made 390 off that trade. All right, so I tried to enter right here, guys. Like I mentioned, I said if price breaks above here. The volatility is too high right now. I was supposed to make 1,000 off that trade. I only made about 390. So generally, guys, if this breakout is too risky like this, what I usually do is I just wait for price to confirm that it's going to complete the move. And then I just cash the last move of it right there. It's pretty much, what I've been doing lately because it's just a bit too risky to catch it if you're chasing it down here. Because if you're chasing it from this point, price can easily come right back down. But if price generally breaks this threshold up here, it's going to reach full TP. Unfortunately, I mean, I still made profit, so I shouldn't really be complaining about it. But yeah, I only made about 390 off that. I was supposed to make a full 1,000 off this move here. Volatility is just too high. I guess some of the slippage settings hit it. But no, definitely great work to whoever caught it there. Looks like some of you guys did catch it as it pushed up right there. As you can see, it played out exactly like I mentioned this morning, right? So when the market opened here, I mentioned that price was going to pull back a little bit and then swing all the way back up because the fundamentals were pointing towards the upside. That's why it's important that you guys look at the fundamentals first, because if you guys check from this morning at the beginning of the session, I looked at the entire index and I said, oh, it's all bullish. So price is probably going to be bullish today, but it's probably going to fake people out for a sell, which it did, came down, and then it came right back up. So, same analysis is pretty much every day. It's just a repeat of what we analyze every single morning because the same pattern just play out every single time. So great work to whoever caught it right there. Looks like Paul caught it, Nick caught it, a couple other people caught it. I won't be counting this as an official trade, obviously, because we didn't cash I didn't cash the full trade. The only trades that I call as official trades for the live sessions are the ones that I actually take fully and the ones that I advise that you guys take, right? I didn't cash this full move. I caught partial move of it. So it's not going to be counted as an official trade. It's just going to be something that we looked at on the live session because I'm a bit conservative with my trades here. So you guys just, have to understand that. And when I send you guys my results at the end of the day, those are my results, guys. Those aren't the results for the week, right? When the results are posted at the end of the week, those are the ones that are actually counted. Just because I send you guys my profits at the end of the day, that means that those are my profits that I took during the live, not the ones that we took throughout the entire week. So sorry, that cough. All right, guys. So back to the charts over here. So the breakout had a full TP right there. I'll send you guys the profits that I took. I was hoping my cold would go away by now, but it's still lingering. Yeah, take a screenshot of this real quick. Yeah, so it looks like there was a bit of some slippage over here because my personal account actually has small loss. It was a very small loss. It was only like 81 cents. But my MFF account locked in a small profit of 290. Should have been 1,000. My FTMO over here locked in a profit of, wait, what? That's so weird. It didn't even copy to my FTMO. That's so weird. I'm guessing there was some slippage there, guys, because it didn't even copy to my FTMO. Oh, what sucks. So yeah, it didn't copy to my copier. It did take it on my main account, obviously, and then it took it on my copier to my MFF, but it didn't take it on my other copier, which is weird. Let me check this real quick. Oh yeah, it said didn't execute. Oh, that's weird. Let's see. Time trade out or time trade timeout. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, anyways, I'll send you guys the profits for the accounts that did copy. So looking at this over here, you guys can see how the profits kind of I guess it was just too fast. That's weird. Yeah, anyways, let me just so I'll send you guys, I'll update you guys right here. Okay, so here's my profits for the day so far. Yeah, like I said right here, I guess there was some slippage because my personal account didn't take it actually closed me at a negative, which is weird. So some slippage in the market. Small loss. My MFF, small profit. My FTMO copier, trade it all. And my main account closed with a small profit as well. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It happens. It rarely happens. I haven't had this happen in my account in a long time where there's such a huge discrepancy. I mean, whatever. I still made profit off my main account and my MFF copier. So looking at this right here, small loss, nothing big, but my MFF locked in 290. It's supposed to be 1,000, and then my main account locked in 390, which was supposed to be 1,000 as well. My copier didn't even take the trade, which is weird. So let me just post this up over here. All right, let me just scroll up real quick, see what else I'm missing. Professor's asking, Sean, on this trade, given you entered the last part of the move, what was your stop loss? It was the same as it normally is, Professor, because I'm using the depth of market tool. So the TP stop loss is automatically set to 300 to 100. So I'm not necessarily looking to take the loss. Like, I'm usually just trying to catch the last of the move. So my stop loss is just automatically set at that if I'm taking these trades here. If I'm taking the daily, then I'm changing it to like, the 1-to-1. But if I'm just getting a small scalp, I just use the default settings for the 1 minute that we use for these scalps here. Yeah, guys, don't take the daily today. Today is the market is closed tomorrow, so we're not going to be taking the daily. But this wouldn't be the daily either. So just FYI, the daily would have to come after the opening candle. So I don't recommend anyone take the daily today, guys, because the market is going to be closed tomorrow. Today's the last trading day for US 30 for the week. We're technically treating this as a Friday. So you guys definitely want to be a bit careful because the market is going to be closed for a long weekend due to Christmas. So you're probably going to see a lot of unusual price movements in the market today as a lot of people are pulling out before the weekend because, holding a trade over a long weekend like that is very risky, especially for US 30 because price is likely to gap. So right here. And let me set this up right here. This is our clean chart. So for a clean chart over here, I'm just going to mark up the highs and lows. You have another high right here that's pending. So as you guys can see, this is the wide range, and then this is the smaller range within here. I'm just mark up the times here as well. 6:30 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. And then 10 and 12. But I don't really anticipate to take any trades as we get later into the session because we are trading today like it's Friday. Looking at this here, another pending high right there. Cool. Hey, see you soon. Yeah, see you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. If we don't see you, yeah, definitely happy holidays. Yeah, if you guys don't have to trade, I don't recommend. Sorry, guys. Yeah, today we're treating today as Friday, guys. So if you guys are just joining the room, the market is going to be closed tomorrow for US 30. So we're treating today as a Friday because the market's going to be closed. You guys want to be careful if you guys are trading today because the market might see some unusual spikes in price as a lot of people sell off for the weekend because it is going to be a long weekend and we are expecting a gap to happen from market close today until until Monday, because the market is gonna be closed for four full days, and it's gonna be a holiday as well. So yeah, if you guys don't have to trade, I don't recommend you guys trade today. I'm gonna trade if I see anything good, but I'm not gonna be forcing anything due to the risky conditions today. If you guys ever traded during Christmas or traded during a holiday where the market is closed for an extended period, the market does move kind of funky. So let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would technically be an entry for a high low. Let me put the requirements over here for all the strategies that you guys can follow along. All right. No entry off the high low there. We need to close above that line. So since price failed to close above this high here, this is no longer the high. This is now the new high. All right, so there's the 1 minute strategies right there. Here are the 3 minute strategies right here. See if there's any snipes around this area. Obviously not, because price is in a new area right now. Yeah, there are no zones that are nearby at all. So it doesn't look like there'll be any snipes anytime soon, as price is just so high above. I'll put the snipe strategy right there. And here's the daily as well, but we're not planning on taking the daily today because today the market is going to be closed after today. But we'll just set it up right there just in case. All right, so no entries here off the 1 minute just yet. What I'm looking for is either a variation entry or an entry applying to all 3 strategies right here. Those are the 2 main strategies that I use during the live. And mainly because volatility is really high. So the variations are easy to catch, plus the 3 triple confluence over here are almost guaranteed wins because we haven't lost a trade using that in I think a couple of months now. Other than that, let me scroll down a little bit. It's like retail sentiment is currently 57% short. Looks like a lot of retail traders are trying to anticipate the drop, but I think it's going to keep pushing up higher. Yeah, we got news coming up at 7, guys. So it's 6:48 right now. We have news coming up in about 12 minutes. So you guys want to be a bit careful with that. Yeah, and look what Charlie just said right now. Charlie said usually goes back to opening price. So he's scared of hopping in trades right now, which makes sense, right? Because opening price is right over here. So you can see price kind of overextend quite a bit over here. And opening price is right over here. So price might come right back down to opening price right here, possibly, or somewhere near it. And then when price gets near this area, so I don't think price, this is actually really far. Let me see how far is it from there. Yeah, it's about 1,200 pips. So price could possibly come back down to opening price right here, but I think that's a big drop. So maybe not, but we'll be following it to see, if price does come to that point. Because if price does come to this point, 1 of 2 things will happen. Price will either bounce off it, or it'll break below and continue dropping further. But yeah, we are watching for any variations and any triple confluence entries as well. So we have another pending low right here. Like this. But my bias for today is going to be a buy, guys, because looking at the fundamentals over here, it's currently up 215 points. Looking over at the stock index, majority of the stocks here are green. There's like 1 real stock that's red, which is Salesforce. But other than that, everything here is pretty much straight green. So it heavily outweighs the red stocks here. So we'll see what happens shortly. Let me see if I missed anything else up here. Nick, so it's not always set to that, Nick. You know, there's different strategies here. The breakout is 500 pips, but yeah, if you're applying what I did earlier, I set it to the default, which is this, because this is what we're basing everything off. If we're entering any of these entries here, all these strategies right here use this TP stop loss, but not everything uses that. Because I remember last time you asked me, what's my typical TP stop loss? There's no typical TP stop loss, because if you're trading this is going to be your TP stop loss. If you're trading the 3-minute, this is going to be your TP stop loss. If you're trading the daily, this is going to be your TP stop loss. So you gotta be cognizant. You gotta understand that everything has a different TP stop loss. There's no typical one. There's going to be different ones depending on the strategy. Let's see if there's anything else over here that I'm missing. Bianca's asking if there was a variation. No variation off this. It needs to be the candle right after it. So it needs to be a double wick rejection off the high or the low. So it's got to be, like, for example, if this was going to be a variation, it'd have to be right next to it. Same for this one right here. If this is going to be a variation, the wick rejection would have to be right next to it. That'd be the immediately following candle. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Charlie. So Charlie said, hopefully the 1-minute buy comes above the high. That's what I'm thinking too. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm either waiting for the 1 minute to close above here with a buy signal, because this will be an entry for all 3 strategies right here, or I'm looking for a variation for the bottom side. And Nick, let's talk about that later, because you're getting yourself confused all over again, because we had this conversation like the entire session last time where you were confused about the 3,000. We're talking about pips here, Nick. So let's talk about that later, because you're just going to confuse everybody. Let's just have that set for later, maybe at the end of the session if you want to go over that again. But it's going to be the same exact thing that we talked about last time. The DOM price is different from pips, Nick. So you just add a 0 to it. So maybe you want to go back and rewatch the session from when we went over that, because we went over that like for a whole hour. Yeah, okay, gotcha, Nick. You still got it, yeah. Let's see, there's no high set yet. The higher high was touched right here, guys. So this is going to be the new high right here. This following candle. This doesn't have a new logo label after it, but this would technically be the high right here. I just have it set across the candles right here because I want to have the session high all the way to the end over here. So for the biggest high and the biggest low, I'll have it extended to the end, but this is technically the high right here. The second time that it was touched. This right here would technically, well, it's not a wick rejection, so this wouldn't necessarily be a variation right here. Oraine's asking if this is a variation. No, this isn't a variation right here, Oraine, because you need a double wick rejection. There's no wick that's rejecting off this low. All right, so the buy signal didn't close above here, guys. So unfortunately, it's not going to be an entry for a triple confluence. We would have to wait for this to pull back a bit and then shoot back up to the upside. I know some people take this as a variation right here, but for me, I look for the wick rejections, guys. So I know some people, if they see the double rejection off the top like this, they would consider this a variation. I've seen some people do it. I personally haven't done it, but I've seen a lot of others. So if you would have taken that right there, it looks like it would have been a nice win. However, it's not one that I do recommend taking, because we want to look for a wick rejection. Wicks usually tell you an indication that price is probably going to bounce off that area. Some people use this, you know, but I don't necessarily recommend it unless you guys have back tested it and have seen that it works very well. So that's something that you guys want to keep in mind. This would be a high low entry right here, technically. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this would technically, if this candle here closes below this point, this would be a high low entry, but I'm not looking for any sells right now. I'm looking for buys because the bias is bullish with regard to the fundamentals. Price didn't close below there, so there's no entry off that. We'll move this a bit lower over here. So it looks like, okay, never mind. I thought there was gonna be a variation right there, but the candle just broke right through it. So there's not gonna be no variation of that. Let's see. So we have about 30 seconds left on this candle. Yeah, Professor, you should be good. Yeah, so Maddie said 58% short, stacking more sellers. So it looks like a lot of sellers are entering the market. It looks like a lot of people are expecting price to come back low. And I wouldn't recommend falling for that trap there, guys. It looks like a trap's being set right here because I do anticipate price to shoot right back up. Yeah, exactly. Just like what Nick said right here. So yeah, no, definitely agree with Nick right here. He said it'll most likely pull back a bit more before that, just to trap more sellers. And I agree, definitely 100%. Because it happens so often, guys. It's like the same trap that just keeps setting up. Right here. So we have a clean chart over here. See if I'm missing anything. All right. We technically have a high here. Technically have a low right here. I'm using 10 today, Charlie. Today's just risky because it's today before the trading week ends. So I'm gonna use a 10 for today. Let's see, Joshua said unemployment claims release forecast 200K, actual is 205K. Let me check that real quick. So there was some news that was released recently that I just missed. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so that was a little earlier right here, Josh. So yeah, this news was released about at 5:30, so about an hour and a half ago. So that's probably what caused the drop to happen right here at 5:30. So you can see at 5:30 right here when the news came out, those negative unemployment news, and then my price dropped right here, and then it came right back up. I expect it to be bullish overall because generally, if you guys look at historical data, price generally continues to be bullish towards the end of the year. So I am definitely expecting it to be bullish. It might drop a little bit, but I think it's going to recover and just swing right back up. All right, so I'm going to entry off this right now. See, we still got this over here. Yeah, no, you're good, Joshua. It was before pre-market. We do have news coming up in about 2 minutes though, guys. So just be a bit careful. We have new home sales, revised UOM consumer sentiment, and revised UOM inflation expectations coming up in about 2 minutes or so. So we got a heading high right here. It looks like price is going into a deeper consolidation. You can see this is the bigger range. So here's a clean chart. Here's the range for the session. This is the smaller range within this area. And it looks like it's going to keep getting tighter and tighter as price squeezes around this area. It looks like a lot of people aren't entering the market because the news is coming out shortly. It's not high impact news, but it is going to likely affect the market indirectly. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 minutes here. But yeah, we got a pending high right there. Let me just mark that up. Pending high right there. So as you guys can see, this is the wide range. This is the medium range, and here's the tight range right here, the smaller range within it. So as you can see, price is just getting tighter and tighter. It's in a big consolidation phase right here. Not really big, but big range, small range, aka consolidation, and then very small consolidation right here. So this is fine because if price gets stuck within this small consolidation, it's just preparing for a breakout to the upside or to the bottom side. And we'll see what happens when the news is released in about 2 minutes or 1 minute, actually. We got 15 seconds till news. So let's see what happens here. All right, we got about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if the news affected the market at all. Sometimes it takes a while for the market to react to the news. I know it's low impact, but still. Let's refresh this. Negative new home sales. Neutral, revised UOM consumer sentiment. Yeah, so not really a move at all. Yeah, not much at all here. So neutral news, it's pretty much what we were expecting. We weren't really expecting too much here. But as you can see, price is still within that range, right? Looks like this high was just invalidated, so no use for that high anymore. We do have a low here that's now pending, tighter low. Go over here real quick. Yeah, Paul confirmed that there's a lot of wicks. There's a ton of wicks right now. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be another pending low right here. Or price just broke through it. So we'll delete that. Price is rejecting off this low right here. This is not a variation, guys. So just keep in mind, this is not a variation. It would have to happen right after it. Let's move this over there. All right, so looking at price right here, price is, it just invalidated this low right here. So this low is no longer the low. This is now going to be the pending low right here. But as you guys can see, the range just gets getting, I mean, it's like, it's getting wider and wider. And then it'll just get tighter as we continue along. So we'll just keep adjusting the highs and lows as price continues to push along. Just like what Charlie said earlier, you know, what could possibly happen is price could reject off this point, come back to retest the opening price, which is right here. And then when price reaches this point, it'll either bounce off or it'll break right through. You know, it's the same pattern that just pretty much repeats itself, you know, basically every day. But price might not even come down that far. We'll just wait and see what happens here. This has been invalidated. It's no longer the low. This is now the new low right here. And other than that, I think that's it for now. Yeah, but you guys can see that the range got a bit wider. So looking at this right here, guys, this is the wider range, like pretty much the range for the session. And then this is the smaller range within the session. But the market looks like it's kind of slowing down a little bit. See, each candle here is about, not very much. I'm just looking at the body of the candle, not the wick. About 200 pips. About 200 pips and less. Or this here. Bianca's asking, do 4 or 5 candles have to pass for variation? No, because it has to see the following candle, Bianca. So that doesn't even apply for the variation. Because you don't have to wait for 4 or 5 candles because the variation happens right after the high low. So there'd be no waiting for any following candle. It has to be the one right next to it. If you guys are confused about the variation, you guys just got to go back and watch the previous mentoring session. That's where we went into it more in detail. But it happens right after it, like literally the following candle. So like, for example, here, this low here, this candle didn't reject off it. So there's no variation right there. It would have to be the one right following it. So you don't have to wait for any confirmation. That's just for the high-low scalp because you want it to establish the high-low. The variation is just a counter trend or a counter pullback strategy where you just bounce off the low that was just, the low or the high that was just established. Let's go back to 10-minute over here. See if there's any zones. Yeah, no zones right there at all. So no snipes available. This would have technically been the daily for the 3-minute, but Deswell, you guys know Deswell, the guy, the member here in K2 created it. He doesn't even take this on Friday. So today's considered Friday because the market is closed tomorrow. So I wouldn't have taken this, but yeah, technically this would have been the entry for this strategy right here. Looks like it got really close to TP, but not just yet. I don't recommend anyone enter it late, but that would have been the this strategy right here. We're still working on it. We're still confirming that it's accurate and that it's consistent. But I mean, it's been pretty good for the most part. Going back to the 1 minute over here, nothing really much going on. You can see price is still ranging within this area. We'll see if we were tested or breaks through it. But yeah, there isn't really much for us to hop into right now. So volatility is kind of dying down a bit. Let's check the fundamentals to see where price is sitting at. Still 189 points in the green, 191 now. Looking over here at the actual stock index. Yeah, it's pretty much all green still. A couple red stocks right there, but not very many. There's like one real red stock, which is Salesforce. It's down 3 points. Caterpillar just would cover that. These right here are even down like 1 point. So the market is still looking pretty bullish for the most part today. 191 points in bullish, about 200 points now, bullish. This might just bounce right back up, but who knows? We'll see. All right. So let me just check over here and see what else everyone else is doing. So off that morning trade right there, Jay locked in a total of 1,238. Nice work, Jay, for the day. CSU's currently up 6,240 for the day. Nice work, CSU. Going over here real quick, let's see what else everyone got. CSU, yeah, up 6,240. Angela over here currently up 992. Nice work, Angela. Up GJ. Looking over here. See if there's anything else that I'm missing. Deswell over here. So this is Deswell, the guy that I was telling you about, who pretty much thought of this 3-minute strategy. Deswell has been holding a trade for a while now. So Deswell said he said next year he's buying a K2 jet. So he's been holding this trade since last week. He pretty much bought it and just held it. And this is what his profits are sitting like right now. This is Deswell. Yeah. So it's sitting crazy high right now. He's been holding this trade for a while. He's calling, he said he's buying a K2 jet next year. So yeah, Deswell's killing it, guys. He's been doing really good. He's been setting his profits pretty much every week. He's been doing pretty well. Deswell's been an old member, so I think the first message of me and Deswell has been like, he's been part of K2 since October of last year, October 19th, 2020. So Deswell's been doing amazing since then. Deswell's a pilot, so he doesn't necessarily trade all the time. Sometimes he has to take swing trades. And I'm not sure what broker he's using, but damn, he's been doing pretty good since then. Maddie over here as well. So let me just copy this over here. Maddie over here. Yeah, locked in a total of 1,238 for the day. So nice work, Maddie. So Gian over here locked in a total of 1,344. Nice work, so Gian. And Maddie just got his payout from MFF yesterday. So if you guys are still wondering if people are getting paid out through MFF, Maddie is, well, he did. He got his first payout for about, I think, 4,000 yesterday. So pretty solid. Maddie said wrong pick. Yeah, so we locked in a total of 903. Nice work, Maddie. All right, cool. Let's see what else we're looking at over here. But yeah, guys, there's not really much for us to take. We're looking for any entries, but if we don't see anything, we're not going to force anything here. We're just pretty much being patient, waiting for these trades to come up. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I didn't even really plan on trading today because today's technically Friday for us, since the market's going to be closed tomorrow. If I see something good, obviously I'll take it. But right now, currently, there's not really much for us to look at this point. Looks like volatility kind of died down quite a bit right now. Usually it's moving back and forth at this time, but seems like a lot of people are just not really in the market because it is going to be a long weekend. Sorry, message. Gosh. Yeah, no. Randy said, "Hey, Cece thought said he was done for the day." Yeah, Cece always says he's done. Cece said he's done for the day, but he's not as bad as Rick. Rick is like, "Oh, I'm done for the day," and he comes back with like a $6,000 profit. You know, like, "I'm done for the day," and you're like, "Oh, pass my challenge." Like, but no, it's good to see a lot of you guys here profiting, especially during Christmas week, because holiday weeks are generally not that good for people. You know, for the most part, a lot of people usually have bad luck during the holiday weeks because the market tends to be a bit erratic, it's just how it normally is. But we've been doing pretty good. We haven't had any losses this week. I've only taken a few trades, not really too many. But you know, definitely no losses this week at all. So other than that, let's see. Patricia just sent me her profits as well. She said done for the day. She locked in a total of 2,552. Looks like she had a small accidental loss right there for 10 bucks. Might have been an accident, seems like. But definitely great work right there, Patricia. Yeah, you guys have been doing pretty good today. My profits were nowhere near you guys, but I'm still glad to make at least some profit today because I didn't even plan on trading today. This might be a variation entry, guys, but I'm not looking to take any sells. So even if it does come up, it's not one that I would take. Because I have a bullish bias. So yeah, this right here, oh no, it's not. So it broke right through it, no variation off that. No, a lot of you guys are waiting for that right there. Gallo's asking question, how is it possible for Pilot to hold the trade a week, trade and not fall into loss profit with FTMO? He's not using FTMO, Gallo. So Desvel over here, you can see his asset. It's not US 30 cash, it's US 30 index. So I'm not sure if he's using a different broker, but it's not FTMO. I know he was using FTMO a while back, but he doesn't, all his trades are in US 30 index. So I'm not sure what broker he's using. I don't think he's using, like all of his symbols here are different. They're like Wall Street 30, USPX. I'm not sure what he's using. Yeah, because Deswell is international. I'm not sure where he's even located. I forgot what he told me before. But yeah, he's not using a FTMO off his account. So that's why he's able to hold it over. Other than that, let me see if I see anything else over here. Yeah, there's no entries off this point, guys. Price starting to push back up, but I'm looking for another high to be established so that we can have a tighter range and then possibly catch the breakout outside of it. But currently right now, there just isn't anything for us to really look at. Charlie said a 3-minute buy. Oh, I missed it. Damn. I literally just missed it, Charlie. So I don't know if anyone caught this right here, but there's a 3-minute buy right there that's currently running. Our bias is for a buy. So if I did see this, I would have taken it, but unfortunately I missed it. I don't know if you took it, Charlie. Looks like it's about to hit TP. Right there. It's too late to enter. There you go. Full TP off that. That would have been an entry using the 3-minute pivot scalp strategy. So you would confirm a valid K2 momentum signal right here, valid buy, and you want to confirm that it's above the pivot. So it's above the pivots right here. Another confirmation would be that the trend meter is green. And with that said, that would have been a full TP right there. So yeah, no, great work if you caught that, Charlie. I didn't catch you. I just saw your message right now in the message in the group. Looks like you sent that out like about 2 minutes ago. So I was just 2 minutes too late. But yeah, no, if you caught that, nice work, Charlie. We're not counting this trade, obviously. I didn't catch it. Here you can see prices attempting to break past this high. Oh, this would actually be another high low entry right here too. but I wouldn't have taken it because I would need this to line up with all three strategies right here. All of the strategies work fine on their own. I'm only looking for trades that I'm like absolutely 100% sure gonna hit. So if you guys have been following the live sessions for the past couple weeks now, or not past couple months now, I started applying this like late October or early November when the market started to become a lot more choppier. So for me, I'm only taking maybe about 1 to 3 trades a day, but they all hit. Like none of them hit stop loss. We've been applying this right here where all of these three line up together. And the main reason we're doing that is because the win rate's so high with this. So I'm mainly applying the variation plus the triple confluence right here. Kenneth's asking if there's a variation right here. There's no variation because it would need to be a double wick rejection off that same high. Price right here broke past it, or technically, yeah, broke past right there. So there's going to be no entry off that for a variation. And no entry off a high low either. So if you guys look at the high low right here that I just marked up, let me just see if I can put that back up there. So the high low right here looks like it would have hit, or it's about to hit TP, because this candle right here broke and closed above this line, which was the high, and it's pushing up high right there at full TP. But again, like I mentioned, guys, it's not one that I would personally take because of the fact that it doesn't line up with all these three strategies right here. It's just one strategy, which should be the high-low scalp, which a lot of you guys are still applying, but I'm just not applying it because it's too risky during these conditions, especially during Christmas week. You're going to see a lot of erratic movements in the market as a lot of people try to exit before the weekend because nobody wants to hold a trade over a 4-day weekend. It's just way too risky to be holding on to it for the extended period. So a new high has been established right here. Let me just adjust these right here. Let's get pushed higher right there. The high low would have been this one right here. Behind this one right here. So one thing that you guys got to remember is that when the high low is invalidated, the one that invalidates it becomes a new high. So this right here was the high, right? This right here becomes the new high because this is the one following it. So with that said, this would have been the high right there. And that's where this one right here would have broke across above it. So you guys got to remember that there's always going to be another high, right? If a high gets broken, then the high following it becomes a new high. It doesn't necessarily invalidate the entire high. It just becomes, this is the new high right here, the candle right next to it. So like, for example, Vlad. So like, I know a lot of people kind of get confused with that because they don't realize that, like, say there's one high that's like right here and then like right here. And then this high invalidates it because it touches it, right? This becomes a new high. This is invalidated, but this becomes a new high. When 5 candles pass it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this high has been established. So that becomes a new high right there. Let me scroll up real quick. Let's see, Paul's asking, is that a variation if the wick remains? So all you have to do is wait for it to close, Paul. So if the candle, the variation is really simple, guys. I know a lot of people get confused with the variation. Like, all you're looking for is 2 wicks right next to each other. They have to be off the same exact price. It has to be off a high or a low. So yes, it would be a variation if it remains because that would be the pattern, right? You're looking for double wick rejections off a high or low. So I don't see any that happened over here, like this right here, right? So you wait for the candle to close. Yeah, if the wick stays there, which is the pattern you're looking for, then yes, it'd be a variation, right? And if you were to take that there, that would hit your full TP right there, right? So I feel like a lot of people are making it a lot more complicated than it really is. You're just looking for a double wick rejection off a low or a high. So guys, just make sure that you're waiting for the pattern to actually show itself. You know, you have to just wait for it to close because it's really simple. It's like very, very simple. Yeah, exactly. No problem, Paul. You're just looking for double wicks off the higher low. That's literally all you're looking for. Let me scroll up real quick. All right, so Ken's asking, what do you look for on the 3-minute trade? Just pivot intraday? Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, what I'm generally looking for is for these two to line up. But if the daily's already passed, like for example, it passed here already, then yeah, I'm looking for the pivot scalp and the intraday to line up for the most part. But if they all three line up, say for example, you have the intraday. So I keep mentioning the intraday, but realistically, all you're looking at is a trend meter to make sure that the trend meter matches. So I know it's a separate strategy, but it's not very difficult because you're just making sure that the trend meter matches the entry. So like, for example, if you have a buy signal here, you're just looking down. Like you don't have to look for a totally different strategy. You just want to make sure that the trend meter here matches because you want to trade in the direction of the trend. So like, for example, right here, you have a pivot scalp. If this lines up with the daily, like for example, right here, I wouldn't have taken this sell here because it doesn't line up, right? The trend is up, fundamentals are up. I would have just skipped this completely. But for example, if we had a buy here, say if this sell signal didn't come up and this was the only one that came up. So if we had a buy signal here, trend meter is green, it was above the pivots, it was the first signal after open, then I would 100% take this trade right here. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for on the 3-minute. Basically, I'm just looking for multiple strategy confluences. That's exactly what I'm looking for everything here. For the 1-minute, I'm looking for 3 strategies to line up. Same with the 3-minute here. I'm looking for the daily and the pivot scalp plus the trend meter to match it. Because the more confluences you have, especially if they're strategy confluences, the odds are that you're probably gonna hit, right? Because it just increases your probability of winning. Because if one strategy is likely to hit that has a high win rate, and then another strategy lines up with the same exact candle, it just gives you like that triple confirmation or quadruple confirmation or whatever confirmation you need to give you that confidence that the trade's probably going to push in that direction. So hopefully it's making sense to you guys why I'm doing this. I know a lot of people get annoyed because they want to take like a bunch of entries, but the problem is a lot of people will take a bunch of entries and have a bunch of losses, right? I would prefer to have 1 to 3 wins, 1 to 3 trades a day, but all wins and no losses because your profits just keep adding up. If you keep stacking up losses and wins, you're going to end up at break even or like with barely any profit, right? So you guys want to make sure that you stick to quality trades rather than quantity of trades, because I think that's something that a lot of traders get held up on. They want to take like 20 trades a day, but then they lose like 10 trades. So then they end up at break even. They could have just taken like 1 or 3 trades and they all win. And then the profits just keep adding up until the end of the week. So just, something to keep in mind, guys. Yeah, possible variation off this right here, guys. We got about 20 seconds left on this candle. Got about 10 seconds left. See where it closes. All right, so we'll see where it goes from here. All right. So this would be a variation here this isn't a variation that I necessarily like. I generally like a variation when there's a signal coming that direction, but it's fine. I'm already in the position. I'll show you the pattern or the setup that I like the most. Generally and this would be a variation right here, guys. So I'm in this variation right here. The setup that I like the most is when we have an opposite signal. So say, for example, you have a sell signal here. I like it when you take a variation for a buy and the pending signal is a buy. Because what usually happens is when that comes up, the buy signal will give it that big push to push it to TP real quick. So if you have entry like that, you usually hit the variation like right away, like instantly. I'll try to find an example along the day as we continue going along. But yeah, like when you see that pattern, Manny knows what I'm talking about. When you see that one, it's like it hits so fast, like right away. So let's see, variation. I have the setup right there. All right, let's see what's going on next. Delma said you should create an indicator that shows double wick rejections. Yeah, I mean, eventually I'll probably come up with something like that, Delmas. But right now I want people to actually learn how like the strategy works instead of, there you go, full TP off of that, guys. So great work off of that. There you go, full TP. I made about, should I make off that? Made 1,000 off that. So there you go, variation right there, guys. Hopefully all you guys caught it with this full TP off of that. It's nice. Thanks, thanks Charlie for the assist right there. If I wasn't looking at the chat, I would have missed that variation. So thanks, Charlie. Big thanks to Charlie right there. Pretty much made my day because I was pretty much waiting for this entry all day today. Like at least one entry, one variation or one, and you guys can see how strong the strategy is, right? Literally, we hit our profit so quickly off that. Let me go over here real quick. All right, guys. So yeah, no, great work, guys, right here. Let me go and send my profits real quick. Sorry, I'm just having a couple of side combos over here with some of our members. Yeah, so great work, everybody. It looks like everybody locked in profit off that. Nice hit, yeah, definitely, Charlie. Maddie got that. Everyone got that. Yeah, you guys are all good, man. Great work, guys. Amazing right there. Glad to see that hit right there. Let me just give a little update over here in the group. If you guys have profits to send in, go ahead and send them over. I'll add them to the list. So this is a variation. Let me just take a screenshot of my profits real quick so that you guys can see. So thankfully that pulled me out of that little rut I had with my personal account. There we go. I hate having red on my screen, and I hate having like any losses showing up or just being the negative for the day, right? So yeah, I locked in some pretty nice profit off that. Oh man, I'm gonna be entering Christmas on a great note. Let's see. Now my profits are screwed up because my copier didn't copy the last trade, but it's all good. Let me just see this real quick. I don't want to miss another variation if it comes up right here. Just watch this real quick. What about 20 seconds left on this candle? All right, so no variation off that. It's fine. Let me just move this over right here. Okay, so this is perfect. This is exactly the variation that I'm looking for. Well, I don't have it yet, but if it does come up, you can see that we have a sell signal right here. So if we get a double wick rejection off any of these lows, the next signal is going to have to be a buy signal, right? If you look at these candles here, look how many pips pushes up these buy signals, like 100 pips, right? So the thing is, if we get into a variation over here, that buy signal will push it straight to TP, like literally straight to TP. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for right here. So I'll keep watching. But yeah, I'm looking for, for that perfect entry, either that or a high low. I mean, it doesn't matter, whatever I get here. Not a high low, but a triple confluence with regard to the other entries here as well. So yeah, I'll be looking out for the variation there, but let me just post my profits in the group as well so that you guys can see what I locked in from that variation. All right, so this low just keeps getting pushed lower and lower, which is fine. Anyways, looking at my profits right here, there's my small loss from this morning, accidental. Well, I don't know if I would call it accidental, but slippage or whatever. But I made it right back off the other trade here. So I'm in positive for the day off my personal up 31. Looking at my MFF over here, currently at 1,480. Looking over here at my copier, locked in 1,190. And then here's my main account right here. You can see it's my main account because it has the green stripes right here, confirming that these hit full TP. So I'm up 1,408. So I'm up about 3,000 across all my accounts. Not bad at all. Almost 4,000 it looks like. We're actually at 4,000 in total. So I'm up about 4,000 total for the day, just like 2 trades. Which is not too bad for a day like this. So off that US 30. See, and you guys can see right here. See how this see how that buy signal created such a big move. If we had a variation down here, like that would have been automatic TP, right? Because look at how big this candle is. Our TP would have hit already way right there. So this is what I'm looking for, guys. So if you guys want like the absolute, like almost guaranteed hits, you want to make sure that all of these line up, or you want to wait for a variation with a buy signal that's pending. Because if you have a buy signal that's pending, oh yeah, so we have a possible high-low entry here, and this lines up with all 3 strategies. Thanks, Fahad. Unfortunately, it didn't close. Yeah, that would have been a good entry, all right, Fahad, because we had a high right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this right here closed with the buy signal above there, that would have been an entry with all 3 strategies right here. So if you guys want to use the KT strategies that are almost guaranteed to hit, like literally the only strategies I apply are variations, mostly the variations where I'm looking for where they're double wick rejection followed by a buy signal. Because man, when those happen, it's like almost guaranteed it's just going to push straight to TP. So that's like a quick 1,000 profit right there if you're using a 10 lot like I am, or if you're using a 5 lot, $500 right there. But how can you say no to like guaranteed profits? Of course, it's not going to be guaranteed every time, but it's almost always guaranteed because every time I've taken those trades, like we haven't had any losses. Patricia, she's been applying the same thing as well. And it's just been, it's been on fire. Like it's been amazing. So other than that, let me just update my, oh crap, what was I doing over here? Okay, this right here. So there's my profits right there off the off those 2-3 trades. Let's copy these over real quick to the other page. And I'll look at what everyone else locked in as well. All right. So we got Professor over here with a total of 836. Nice work, Professor. Had the wrong lot sizes, but still made profit. So Professor only took 4 lots. Professor is anticipating on taking 10 lots. Would have made well over profit, but it's all good. Profit's profit right there, Professor. So great work. Matthew over here too. And yeah, happy belated to you, Matthew. I think it was your birthday yesterday, right? So happy birthday to Matthew over here. He locked in a total of 260 for the day. My bad. I was going to respond to the IG, but I totally forgot this. I woke up this morning, I was looking at IG and I saw it was your birthday. So happy belated for your birthday there. Other than that, Charlie over here, let me scroll up real quick. Angela, 1,140. Nice work, Angela, off that. Yes, you guys are killing it. Angela over here, she was currently up to 992. She took another trade off TJ, locked in a total of 1,440. Great work right there, Angela. Charlie over here, all wins, no losses. Yeah, amazing right there, Charlie. He finally let one hit full TP. He just let it run because it looks like, Charlie, you were cutting these out really early. But this one over here, he let full TP. He locked in a total of 545. So great work right there, Charlie. Total profit for the day of 1,115. So nice work right there, Charlie. Professor over there too. Oh, it's your wife's. Okay, Matthew. Yeah, happy birthday to your wife. Yeah, no, definitely. Professor over here locked in another profit. Nice work, Professor. So the Professor changed it to the proper lot size. He was trading a 4 lot, but he locked in a 10 lot, total of 1,090. So that together, he's up basically about 2,000 for the day. Nice work, Professor. Narita over here currently up 3,195. Great work. And other than that, let me see if there's anything else. Jeff over here too. So Jeff's currently up 1,249. Nice work, Jeff. No variation off here, guys. I'm just going to keep moving this down and keep following it as price continues to move along. Let me see what other profits we have here as well. Charles over here currently up 469. Nice work, Charles. And this is off his funded account, I believe. So Charles being a little careful, but He's doing well. Currently up 469 for the day. Zildjian over here locked in a total of 1,821. Nice work, bro. And you guys are all killing it today. Everyone's in profit, like well over 1,000. Maddie over here as well on his funded account, currently up 1,624. Nice work, Maddie. And you guys are killing it. Great work, everybody. If you guys have more profits to send over, go ahead and send them over. Otherwise, we'll keep looking for some more trades here as we get closer to 8 o'clock. So let me 734. Was there a variation right there, Maddie? I don't see it. Maybe, let me see. Maybe it happened over here. I just missed it. Oh yeah, okay, I see it right here. It just disappeared, huh? Yeah, so technically there's a variation that's running right over here. I missed it myself, but let me see if I can play it. Yeah, so there's a variation running right there. I'm in it too. That's about to hit TP. We're gonna get that buy signal. Pushing it up. Let's see. All right. All right. Okay, cool. So it looks like a lot of you guys are in it right now. TPs and stop loss for variation is 100, 300, Jennifer. Same as the pivot scalp over here. Or you can go less if you want. I mean, we're still testing out to see what the good TP stop loss is, but I've been using 300 and 100 for mine. Looks like Charlie closed out early, which is good. Let's see, I'm still following it. 735 right now. It's getting close to 8. There we go. Close it on mine. Full TP off that variation again right there. Great work, guys. So whoever caught it, great work. I got into it when it pulled back. So another variation right there. You guys got to be really quick with these variations. Like I almost missed it. Thankfully, Maddie and everyone mentioned it. So I'm already out of that position right there. Give you guys another little update. I probably should have just, I closed it manually because it hit TP and mine was still running. I probably could have held on to it and got even more profit, but it's okay because I did enter it late. So I pulled out. I wasn't trying to risk it. Today's not a day for us to be taking stupid trades and risking it. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, because we got in late, so it's all good. I mean, profit is profit. It looks like you guys did lock in some pretty good profit off it. Yeah, Nick, you made a smart move too. So Nick and Maddie and everyone, you guys all made a smart move off that with pulling out. You guys did pretty good. I'll take a screenshot of my profits as well. I just don't want to get caught in it because I'm like, it's not a good day to be getting caught in trades because it is technically considered a Friday, but I did make some pretty good profit off that. Let me take a screenshot of everything here. All right. Yeah, it looks like a lot of you guys got scared and just pulled out when it hit TP, which is smart, guys. You guys got to be smart with your trades today. Like I mentioned, we're only taking trades that are like we're pretty positive are going to be for sure hits. That was a good trade there. It was just the fact that I entered late that I had to pull out of it because I don't want to get caught in it pulling back, which it's doing right now, right? So good thing we pulled out of it. No need to get greedy, especially on a day like this. But yeah, there's a prop right there. Man, counts are sitting real nice today. So right here, guys, this is my profit off that. And big thanks to Maddie for putting that in the messages. I didn't even see that. And then you did mention that it was okay to enter late, so I saw it too. But yeah, here's my profits off my personal account. I made like a small profit off that because I got in late. Locked in total of 50 off that account for the day. This is my MFF, locked in a total of 2,270 off this account. So not the full 1,000, but it's okay. Still made very close to it. Here's my copier, made 1,828. And then my main account right here made a profit of 2,082. So yeah, guys, great work, everybody. Off those right there. Let me see what else we're missing over here. Let me scroll over here real quick. Let's copy these over. All right, so looking over here at the chat. See Twan over here locked in a total of 447. Nice work, Twan. Yeah, you guys are all doing good. You know, it doesn't matter how much you guys are making. Profit for this week, guys. For this week and just for today, actually. You know, a lot of people aren't even trading today because people don't like trading before the holidays. But we're still going and we're still winning, you know, all day, every day. Other than that, Charlie over here too. Charlie currently at 1,429. Damn, look at Charlie's chart right here. This looks nice. All wins, no losses, all blue. And Charlie's gonna have to go get a chrome blue card too next. With his charts looking like, with his profits looking like this. Nice work, Charlie. So Charlie killed it right there. All wins. 1,429 right there. Other than that, let me see what else we're missing over. Professor 2 took the trade, locked in a total of 1,000. So Professor took it to full TP. Great work right there. Yeah, you're in profit really nice this whole day today. Professor killing it. Professor up about 3,000 for the day. Maria over here too. Nice. Maria up 336 for the day. Great work, Maria. Looks like this is your personal account. So this is nice. You know, that's not bad for a personal account. That's like more than what most people make in a day working. So like, for example, if you're making like 350 a day and we've only been trading for like less than an hour, right? You're basically getting paid 300 something for an hour of work, which is not even really work. So we're just hanging out on here taking trades. And that's the beauty of trading, guys. Like literally. All right, other than that, let's see if I'm missing anything else over here. Narith over here, total of 4,049 for the day. Nice work, Narith. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. So Gian over here locked in a total of 2,008. Nice work, bro. Yeah, happy belated birthday to Ziljian too. I think his birthday was like 2 days ago. Joshua over here too. Let me see real quick. Joshua locked in a total of 698 for the day. Nice work, Joshua. And then his other account locked in 875. So great work all around right there. Charles over here too. Charles currently up 643 for the day. Nice work, Charles. And then we got Maddie over here with a total of 2,447 or 2,247. Damn, Maddie all wins today too. So his whole screen here, straight blues. Nice work, Maddie. And this is his funded account too. So his payouts can be real nice for the next month. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Nice, nice. Joshua just entered that trade there too. So I don't really see anything available right now other than that variation. Let's see, we have another low here that's been established right there. We have another variation right here, but I'm not looking to take any sells, guys. So I don't recommend anyone take this variation here. If you guys want to take it, you know, you guys can, but I don't recommend anyone taking any sells here at all. I'm only looking for buys. And we'll come back to that. Let's see. We got a pending buy here off the 3 minute. Still pending, hasn't closed yet. Yeah, I agree, Maddie. It looks like it might go like halfway, like 50 pips or something like that. I'm not looking to take any sells. I'm only looking for some buys. The sells here are just too risky because the bias right now for fundamentals are very strong for a buy. It's up 213 points. Looking at the stock index right here, it's pretty much all green for the most part. Yeah, literally all green. It's not really worth the risk. I'm not looking to take that. Let me see if I missed anything else over here. So people are asking if the 3-minute here is valid. It hasn't closed, so there's no entry off the 3-minute. And guys, keep in mind that keep your eye on the clock, guys. It's 7:45 right now. It's getting close to 8. You guys got to remember that my rule is not to trade after 8. I usually get off by 8, and then I'll just take a break, come back at 10. But today's is technically our Friday, so I'm not looking to take any more trades. Once I get off this live session, I'm going to be done for the day. And I recommend you guys be done for the day too, because we made some pretty good profit for the day so far. So it's not, you guys don't want to risk throwing away all your profit taking risky trades as we get closer to market close for the week, because you're going to see some erratic movements in the market as a lot of people try to sell off for the weekend. It's not just a normal weekend, it's Christmas weekend. It's also a long weekend because the market for US 30 is going to be closed tomorrow. Other than that, let me scroll up real quick, see if I missed anything. Charlie said, I have to bring my Mac over to your spot. Can't set up my MT4 on your desk. That's weird, Charlie. Maybe one of these days I'll come over to your spot, Charlie. Yeah, just let me know when you guys are doing stuff and I'll come over to your spot and I'll try to fix that for you. Let's see, what else did I miss? I think I missed something else over here. Yeah, Delma said sometimes variations are hard to see. That's why I mentioned creating an indicator. Yeah, no, the problem with the variations too, though, Delmas, is that they happen too quickly, right? You have to literally be watching the chart. Because the thing is, if we have an indicator, all indicators are a bit laggy. So in order for us to get the variation signal, it would literally have to close. By the time it closed, it'd be too late. The variation would be over because price would already move in that direction. So I'll try to find something or try to create something that's quick, but I don't think there's anything that could be quick enough to identify it before it even happens, right? You literally have to be staring at the chart to identify the variations. Because the thing is, if you see a double wick there, it's going to give you the signal when it's already above here, because it has to have some sort of lag time in between to confirm it. So I don't think an indicator to identify double wicks is going to be feasible during on the 1 minute. Maybe if you're doing a higher time frame, yeah, it's going to work because you could have a lot of time in between. But on the 1 minute, it's like impossible because it moves way too fast. But I'll see if I can figure something out. I mean, I'm sure we could. I'll get my brother Justin to work on something like that, because that would be good, but also risky. Other than that, let me scroll down a little bit, see what else I'm missing. Yeah, so Professor said, Sean, did I understand that in your personal training, you'll come back at the market at 10 on your time, regular trading day? So on a regular trading day, I generally come back. Well, so here's how my schedule works, Professor. I don't necessarily plan to come back at 10, but I generally trade from 6:30 to 8. That's when I get off the live session. From 8 to 9, market usually consolidates, so I don't trade during that period. I usually run errands, I go to the gym, I do stuff I need to do between that time period. And then from 11 to 12, that's usually like my downtime as well, because it's some more consolidation. And then from 9 to 10, I'm like, it's consolidation. 10 to 11, it's usually consolidation too. Or here, let me just draw it up. So we trade from 6:30 to 8, right? 8 to 9, consolidation phase. 9 to 10, consolidation phase. 10 to 12, this is usually where the mid-market reversal happens. So price will reverse either to the upside or the downside. So in a lot of instances, I'll just pull up the chart. If I see a good entry coming in that direction in the reversal side, then I'll possibly take a trade, but I'm not necessarily looking to trade during this period. It's only if I see something that's really good. So I don't necessarily come back. It's just I take a peek at the market. If I see something good, I'll take it. I'm not sitting here waiting for trades, because the thing is, the mid-market reversal doesn't always happen. It's still a bit risky. That's why I only trade within this period here, 6:30 to 8, because this is where all my trades come in. Sometimes I'll sneak in like one trade during lunch or something like that if I see something, but I'm not necessarily sitting here waiting for trades. It's only if I see something good. Question over here from BB's asking if the market's closed on New Year's Eve. The market's not going to be closed, but it's the volatility will probably be low because a lot of people are just not going to be trading on New Year's Eve, right? We'll be on live, but we'll see how the market moves. If there's anything to be taken during that period, then yeah, we might take it. Otherwise, we're probably just going to sit it out. Oh, hey, Samir, what's up, man? I know Samir was in here. Thanks, bro. Thanks. No, definitely. Glad to see you in here in the room. Delmas over here. Yeah, Delmas, my thing is making sure that it touches the same exact price. No, exactly. Yeah, Delmas. That's why, like, for these variations, it's best to just be sitting there and watching. The variation here hit TP, actually. So, Maddie, I'm not sure if you caught it, but as you guys can see, it was a risky trade to take for a variation, but it still hits, right? So as you can see, the strategies still work perfectly fine. It's just, I don't like taking it because it's going against fundamentals. I don't like taking risky trades at all, guys. I don't like losing trades at all. So like for me, I look for those perfect entries, but you can see right here that the same thing that I just mentioned earlier. So see how we have a variation at this point, and look how the sell signal was pending, right? When that sell signal came, look how far it dropped. It pushed it straight to TP. So if you guys ever want to take a variation, I would recommend making sure that, and I know this is going to be a little more difficult for a lot of people to anticipate a momentum signal to come, but if you anticipate that momentum signal, you're almost guaranteed to hit it, almost guaranteed. I'm never going to say it's going to be guaranteed because nothing's guaranteed, but you can see how price kind of was slow right here, right? I'll just rewind it. So the variation came right there. It was slow. It didn't really do anything, right? Boom, sell signal right there, straight to TP, following candle, TP hit. So as you guys can see, there's ways to increase your probability with trading. It's just being smart about it, right? I know a lot of people just want to have like the simple plug and play strategies, and these are simple plug and play strategies and they still work. However, if you want to be like, you know, a high end trader where you're like not really losing ever, these are little things that you guys got to put into play. This is what I put into play, and this is why I always win, because I analyze the market fully. You know, it's something that you guys will pick up over time. You know, you guys got to keep in mind that I've been trading for like 11 years, so I know what to look for in the market. I'm not necessarily just plug and playing things. I'm looking at things and analyzing from both perspectives to understand whether it should be a good trade or not. So if you guys have been on these sessions, I know people get mad because they want just straightforward trades. But if you guys actually understand my analysis, you know, you guys will actually understand why we're taking trade and why we're not taking trade, because that makes all the difference as a trader. You know, your main goal of trading is to not lose. That's how I see it. Some people just want those big wins, but for me, it's just not losing, because if you don't lose, you know, those profits just stack up by the end of the week. Other than that, let me scroll down a little bit. All right, nothing right here. Nothing right here. Yeah, no, same here, Maddie. I'd rather not be sweating either. Matthew said, maybe when high-low signal fires, it creates a horizontal array automatically. I thought about that too, because I used to trade that way before, Matthew. I mean, technically you could, but so the problem with that is, look at the SR indicator. You guys can see how messy it gets. So this is why I didn't create it that way, because the charts will just get messy, because the thing is, it'll just keep, and the problem with those horizontal rays is that it's gonna take a while to create, because you know how right here, when we have them invalidate, we're gonna have to input that code where it has exactly where we want it to be. But also the thing that I want you guys to do is to not depend on the indicators 100%, right? I want you guys to actually do some work so that you guys can understand what you guys are doing. The problem with these indicators here is like, people start to depend way too much on the indicators, which is fine, it's okay. But I don't want you guys to just depend on it. I want you guys to actually understand what you're doing, and then use the indicators as a tool to help you guys see what you can already see, but just help you trade more efficiently. So, I mean, eventually over time, maybe I'll implement that, but I think right now what we have is perfectly fine, right? What I always say is, you know, don't fix something that's not broken. And this is definitely not broken, because we haven't had any losses like in the past couple months, which has been pretty crazy. You know, looking at the results here, let me see real quick. And these are just the trades taken during the live. It's not any of my personal trades, but so all of the live trades over here, let me see what we've done for the month so far. Yeah, for this whole month. So all the entire month of December, no losses. November, no losses. We had a couple losses in October. So it's been basically like 2 months with no losses, because we've been applying these strategies here. And it's been nice. So technically right here, guys, this, oh no, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would technically be an entry for a buy for a high low, but I'm probably not gonna take it because it's getting close to 8, guys. My rule is not to trade after 8, so I'm not looking to take this trade right here. If you guys want to take it, you know, feel free, but I'm not going to take it myself. I'm already happy with my profits for the day. I don't want to risk anything trading, you know, anything past my certain trading time. Usually the market starts to move kind of funky past 8. I know we still got like 6 minutes left in the market, but the problem with this is that when price goes into consolidation, you might be trapped in that trade for a while. So yeah, there is a high-low entry right there, but I'm not looking to take it right now. If you guys want to take it, feel free. But I don't really recommend anyone take it. If you guys want to take it, go ahead. I'll watch it, but I'm not going to enter it right now. Or what I might do is maybe I'll put a buy stop here. I'll keep watching. I'll see how it moves. But yeah, I'm not looking to enter it just yet. So let me just scroll over here real quick. Cool. Yeah, Maddie's in it. Charlie's in it. Yeah, I mean, it could possibly be good. I'm just not looking to enter anything else right now because it's just it's too close to my time of getting off. I just gotta stick to my rules, right? It's all about being disciplined, guys. Discipline is the key thing. See, I'll watch it and see where it goes from here. Or maybe I'll get it for like a later entry. Yeah, maybe I'll hop in with it, guys. So I got in kind of late right there. I'm in the position I got in late. So I'm actually in from down here. I already have my TP stop loss set. So if I get pulled out of the trade, I'll let you guys know. But I technically entered down here. I should want my TP a little higher. So yeah, I'm following it right here. I technically got in right here, so I'm already in profit. If I do get pulled out, I'll let you guys know. But I did enter this trade late, so I have a bit of a better entry point. I usually don't enter trades late like that, but it does look like somewhat of a good trade. It's just risky. I just feel the risk because it is Friday, or I mean, technically our Friday, and it is getting close to like 8 o'clock. So other than that, I think that's it for now. Let me see if there's any other questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. Otherwise, and we'll keep following to see where it goes from here. See if there's any high lows around this area. It's just our clean chart here. Right there. Right there. All right. Yeah, the market kind of slowed down a bit. It's actually really slow right now. Yeah, no, the market's super slow. Kind of died down a bit. I don't think there's anything going on. There's no news or anything. Let's see. There's natural gas storage at 7:30, which is neutral. Nothing after that. Anything on CNBC? Pretty much all the indexes are bullish. Looking at the Dow, it's currently up 221 points. S&P is up 31 points. Nasdaq's up 102 points. Russell 2K is up 11 points. VIX is currently down, not too much, but it is down. Okay, so this would probably push US 30 up. Looking at this right here, it says FDA clears second at-home COVID treatment from Merck, which I believe is Merck and Co. I'm not sure if it's the same company, but let me see. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same company. I don't know what the symbol is for Merck. Oh, it is Merck or MRK. Let me check real quick. Yeah. So MRK is actually in the US 30. So some positive news for Merck, which is good because it is in the index. It's currently red right now, but it's probably going to swing to the upside later since he got the FDA approval. Other than that, I don't really see anything else here. Yeah, I don't really see anything else in the market or anything really going on causing price to move, or just, people are probably just out of the market already because it's getting close to, well, not really that close, but it's the last day of the week. So a lot of people are just done trading for the day. Anyways, going back to our position here, I'm still in it. It's getting close to like my TP. What I might do is I might just pull out early because it's 8 o'clock now, guys. So I don't like trading after 8. What I'll do is I'll probably, as it pushes up, I'll just move my stop loss and profit, and then we'll and then we'll just see where it goes from there. But other than that, let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. Yeah, I think so too, Maddie. I agree. Maddie says it's gonna hit, just gonna take a while. Yeah, because the market is like dead. Like you can see here, it's like not even moving at all right now. It's just ranging within this area, or it's consolidating within this area, which it'll just probably just keep consolidating as we continue on. So I think that's it for the session, guys. I need to take a break. I'm still sick, unfortunately. Still have this cold that's lingering. I was hoping it'd go away by now, but I definitely need to get some rest so I could probably be good by Christmas. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. You guys can email me or message me on Telegram. You'll get a faster response on Telegram. But I'll probably be in bed because I'm trying to get better from this stupid cold. So yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. Maria over here sent some more profits. Let's see. So Maria is currently up 336 for the day. Nice work, Maria. And Professor 2 right there, about 3,000. Lisa over here as well. So Charlie sent in his profits over here too. Charlie is currently up 1,556. Nice work, Charlie. All wins, no losses. Lisa over here as well, currently up 675. She said she slept through the live earlier profits from today, but it looks like she missed some solid trades. But definitely, yeah, happy holidays to all you guys. Great work right there, Lisa. So there, our position is now currently in profit. I might just pull out right now. Let me see. Let me see where my other account's sitting. So just pushed up slightly right there. Let me see where this account's sitting at right now. Here, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna pull out of my position, guys. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. But I'm pretty much happy with my profit for the day. So I'm gonna close out right about, let's see where it's at right now. It's currently at 310. So I'm gonna push it a little more. Yeah, there I closed out. So if you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. I closed out with like a pretty decent profit off that. So if you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. If not, then you guys can hold on to it. Otherwise, it's already past 8. So I closed out a position in profit. If you guys want to close out in profit, close out. If not, you can hold on to it. Otherwise, I think that's it for the day, guys. So happy holidays. Be safe. Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm not going to see you guys tomorrow. No live session because the market is going to be closed. So definitely, I will see you guys here on Monday. So have a safe holidays. Have a safe trip if you guys are traveling. I'll be around on the Telegram if you guys do have any questions. So just always feel free to reach out. But no trading tomorrow. So have a great day, guys. Have a great rest of your morning. If you guys don't have to trade, I don't recommend you guys trade. But yeah, other than that, have a great weekend, guys, and Merry Christmas.